Hello friends, today we are discussing about stepper motor. The stepper motor is known by its property to convert a train of input pulses into a defined increment of the shaft position. Each pulse moves the shaft through a fixed angle. Multiple tooth electromagnets arranged around a central gear shaped piece of iron, as you can see that. The electromagnets are energized by external drive circuit or microcontroller. In that way, the motor can be turned by a precise angle. Here, rotation of the shaft is there, magnetic shaft or shaft bearing is there. The rotor pulse or plots or poles are aligned with the actual shaft. What does stepper means? To make the motor shaft turn first, one electromagnet is given power which magnetically attached gear is there. When the gear teeth are aligned to the first electromagnet, they are slightly offset from the next electromagnet. This means that when the next electromagnet is turned on and the first gear is turned off, the gear rotates slightly to align with the next one. From there, the process is repeated. Each of the rotation is called a step, with the integral number of steps make the full rotation. However, stepper motors are not commonly used in machine tools due to following drawback. Speed low torque is there, low resolution is there, easy to slip in case of overload. Open loop position system. Stepper motor calculation, we can define the stepper motor calculation. How can we calculate the stepper motor positioning system? It uses a stepper motor to rotate the lead screw. A stepper motor is driven by a series of electrical pulses generated by MCU. Each pulse motor rotates a fraction of revolution called step angle and given by alpha is equal to 360 number per step angle of the motor. Here NP is the pulses received by motor and angle through which motor rotates is AM is equal to NP into alpha. Stepper motor calculation. Lead screw is connected to the motor shaft through a gearbox. Angle of lead screw is rotation. Taking the gear ratio in account is given by A is equal to angle of rotation and NP is we have discussed. N is the RPM and the linear moment of work table is given by P is the pitch of lead screw. The control pulses are transmitted from pulse generator at a certain frequency which drives the work table corresponding velocity. The rotational speed of lead screw depends on the frequency of pulse train. Where as you can see that N is the RPM of lead screw, frequency of pulse train hazards pulse per second. The table travel speed in the direction of lead screw axis is determined by table travel speed is equal to table feed rate is equal to number of RPM and P lead screw का pitch. This requires the pulse train frequency derived by table specific linear travel rate by combining equal 1 and 2. Ball lead screw. Ball lead screw is the heart of drive system. These are the advantages and disadvantages of ball screw. These are high precise position and repeatability, high speed capability, less wear, longer life. As you can see that the machine control unit starts from machine control circuit board and velocity feedback control system, as we have already discussed the open loop control system, and also we have discussed